Programming Language and Design Concept, third year research assignment. Our topic is how the web frameworks support in web developing. Our group members: DIT 08C10085 DLAS Ranasingha, DIT 08C10028 TWKCR Dias, DIT 08C10129 RWHMHK Runner Viraja, DIT 08M11195 NS Bulat Sinhala, DIT 08M21756 RM Vijayavardhana. Securing website is a critical complex issue for web developers. ASP.NET works in concert with the Microsoft.NET Framework and Microsoft Internet Information Services to help provide web application security. In here, there are some security features of ASP.NET. They are input data validation, authentication, authorization, code access security, and data access. Another definition for a web framework is a high-level web framework is software that eases the pain of building dynamic websites. It abstracts common problems of web development and provides shortcuts for frequent programming tasks. As our web framework can simply define as software which helps to user to develop dynamic websites, web applications, and web services by providing reusable code structures or libraries for develop common features in web developing, such as database access, template, framework system, session handling, etc. As our research, we are going to compare what is the most supported web frameworks in web developing. In here, we selected 5 web frameworks. These are ASP.NET, Joomla, Struts, Drupal, and NetBeans. There are so many features of web framework. So we selected some of them to compare with our selected web framework. They are security, database access and mapping, URL mapping, session handling, search engine, web template system, and Ajax. Now we see how the security feature is affected with web frameworks that we selected. When considering the security of a web framework, web application frameworks should come as certification and authorization frameworks that enable the web server to identify the user application and restrict access to functions based on some defined criteria. Now we see security of Joomla. There are some security features of Joomla: input boxes, HTML editor, user login, release notes, backups, and site administrations are some of them. Input boxes. There are various types of input boxes in Joomla. As example, search boxes and filters. By using input boxes, when we enter data, it should always validate it. It does not allow to injection attacks. HTML editor. HTML editor opens up the possibility of cross-site scripting injection. That data is allowed to be entered as HTML. HTML editor is not allowed to JavaScript or certain other tags. There is a problem with Joomla security. This is arise here because with Joomla the same HTML editor is used both in the back-end administrator and in the front-end website. User login. Joomla has both back-end administrator and front-end website to make use of one-way password encryption. When we insert our password in Joomla, Joomla is converted it into unintelligible text using salted hash algorithm. Joomla uses a small text file called cookies, which is stored on your computer to determine whether user is logged in or not in at any given time. This cookies does not contain username or password. Cookies only contains a session ID or reference number. Release notes. Release notes cover what is new in a release and known issues. See also download and install and bug reporting. Reconfigure the installation routine so that it can handle further upgrades of the component better. There were two moderate level security fixes. COM Web Links XSS vulnerability. It allows raw HTML to be placed in the title and description tags for web link submissions.